What is up, you guys? Orlando here with Elisha Record Studio, another video for you guys. And I wanted to show you really quick my mastering setup and what plugins I do use for mastering. Let's do it. And remember, if you're new to this channel, please consider subscribing. You know the drill. Hit like, hit subscribe, hit the bell so you don't miss any other video from us.
Just do it!
Every time I put my mastering hat on, I have to be really critical with my mixing, and that allows me to get better mastering on that side. But that said, it might not be a huge difference in the sense that mastering is not what people think it is. It's not just cranking up the volume and that's it. It doesn't work like that. What you're actually seeing right now is my mastering template. If you don't have this, please go ahead and download it. It's a free resource I created a while ago and still useful to this day, and that's gonna give you the framework to work for mastering. Okay, I start with the latest thing in the processing chain, which is my limiter. And in the past I've used other stuff, so if you go ahead and watch the videos for my mastering template and all that, you're gonna see other plugins, and that's why I wanted to do a new video showing you a little bit more of the plugins I'm using right now. Brainworks True Peak Limiter, it's my go-to limiter right now because it's just out of this world. It works really well. So it has, you know, all the functions of a limiter. I'm not gonna explain that, and I'm using actually a preset that it's called Ready for Streaming. Usually when you put that preset, it's gonna boost the gain to 3 dBs. I took those down because it wasn't the proper level for my audio. So you need to be careful with presets as well. Just do what it works for your track. Don't rely on presets. But this preset in general has a few things that I actually modify. I think I modified the XL. The XL is just an enhancing feature of this plugin as well. With the foundation, the tone control here, I work with that as well, just a little bit. But the first thing I do is just set up my limiter. And the way I do it is I just go ahead and watch these meters right here. I have dynameter and I also have loudness penalty analyzer, and I go through the whole track with those two, and that's gonna give me average sound for how it's gonna sound in all these platforms, and also it's gonna allow me to see the dynamics of the song here as well in case I need to work on that. I highly recommend them from Meter Plugs, just the metering side, which includes these two plugins actually. But I also have a view meter. I have the T-Rax metering just in case I do need this, because it has other functionalities here that I really like as well. I have Span. Everyone should know this one. This one is for free. It's a really cool plugin on that side. And I have also Julian loudness meter too, the free version. I don't need the paid version really. And for my setup with my headphones specifically, the Bayer Dynamics, the DT990, I use Sonarworks, the reference. It's a must for me, so I use this on mixes and mastering. This is a lifesaver basically. I'm also checking on this bad boy here, the Ocean Way Nashville. And this one is giving me that feel of the studio. Sounds pretty good. And I just keep referencing and changing that. And also with my studio monitors as well. The other thing I do, and I go back to the beginning, is just using an EQ. In this case, I'm using Infinity EQ. Don't copy my EQ. It's specifically made for this track, so don't go crazy like this. Sometimes all you need is just a tiny little bit. Remember, this is 3 dB right here. So I'm almost boosting 3 dB here, which normally you wouldn't do in a mastering session. But sometimes, like if you mess up the mixing, in this case, not mess up, but you know what I mean. It's just I wanted to create a more balanced sound, and I have in my mind the sound that I want to accomplish. So that's what I did in mastering. If you're doing this for other clients, you need to be careful not to change the overall balance maybe of the track, because that might create issues with your client as well. Just make sure that you're doing subtle changes that are just enhancing the track overall feel. Since I own the track and it's for me, I want to do whatever I want in the master to make it sound like I want it to sound. Okay, so that's why I did these moves. I wanted to show you really quick the new Golfos Master. This is something that I wanted to try, and again, they have now like 3 versions. They have the Golfos, the first one they got out. They have Golfos Live, and also this one, Golfos Master. And this one is specifically designed for mastering. And that said, it's gonna consume a little bit more resources on your PC or Mac, but you wouldn't be able to do that manually with an EQ, even if you want to, because this is reacting specifically to the sound that's coming in and doing that in real time for the mastering. So this EQ, it's out of this world. I highly recommend that. After that, I'm using Soothe because I want this to be warm as possible. And there's a preset there called Violin Warmer, and I pushed this to the left. Actually, this one a little bit to the left. It was like over here, because I wanted to grab a little bit more of the clarinets and all the wind instruments as well. And that's something that it's actually doing a pretty good job on softening the sound more. After that, I'm using my secret weapon here, the Dr. MS. This is just to give it a little bit more of wide spectrum feel to the track. And just after that, I'm using Virtual Tape Machine just to remove a little bit more of the annoying frequencies. The high end is just softening more, even more the sound. I just want a super smooth sound, and this is giving me that. That's all for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed this video today, and leave me a comment below. Also, check the mastering template because it's there in the description as well. Remember to subscribe again if you're new to this channel. Hit like, hit subscribe, hit the bell so you don't miss any other video from us. And until next one, guys, don't stress, do your best, be blessed, forget the rest. See you around.